1-800-943-5856.
It's time for the Playmaker Spotlight with Executive Coach and Vistage Chair, Dick Smith.
Well, welcome to the Playmaker Spotlight again, the part of Get Down to Business where we speak to CEOs and business owners and share their stories and their best practices with you. Playmakers is brought to you in part by Vistage, the world's largest CEO advisory board organization, and I am your host, Dick Smith, the CEO business coach, and I'm an award-winning chair for Vistage International. So tonight I'm very happy to have with us as our guest for tonight's program, Patrick Bertsche. Patrick is the president of Matrix Design, LLC, which is headquartered in South Elgin. And from their website, Matrix Design helps companies manufacture intelligently. Matrix develops, builds, and installs robotic automation systems and services to factories worldwide. Matrix offers a full range of both standard and custom systems that can be configured and customized to meet your requirements. I was very fortunate to take a trip out and see the operation, and I must tell you it's very contemporary, very, very impressive operation. Lots of robotic arms rapidly moving pieces around, and we'll talk about who Patrick's company, Matrix, serves here and again. So again, tonight, Patrick, welcome. Welcome to Playmakers. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, Patrick, give us a little history about Matrix, the CNN version, if you will. How did the firm get started? When did you get involved?
So Matrix was founded in the year 2000 by 3 engineers, and they started building robot systems in the early 2000s. We contacted them as a part of our family business, Camcraft, who makes high-volume precision machine products in Hanover Park, and we needed some automation, and they came along and automated a grinder for us. And that led to about 25 systems over the course of about 14 years. We ended up, back in 2013, contacted them to see if they were interested in selling the business, talked through that over about 6 months, and we finished the deal July 1st of 2013, and I took over as the president.
Good for you. So, again, Camcraft, a family-owned business that your father bought in
86.
86, and then turned over to you and your brother.
Yes.
Family members to run, and then you became president upon the acquisition in 2013 of Matrix. Great. So tell us a bit about your background and explain your duties and role with this company as well as Camcraft, maybe.
You know, I have a degree in industrial management from Laterno University down in Texas, Longview, Texas, an MBA from Keller, and I've worked in manufacturing companies for over 30 years. So I joined the family business soon after graduating, worked in the machine shop and ended up becoming the vice president of operations and ran the plant for about 14 years. Then went through, left the business for a couple of years and then came back and then got involved with the Matrix acquisition.
Gotcha. So let's talk a little bit about the industries that you serve. So it's robotic automation systems to factories, and you and I have talked about it quite a lot in the automotive industry, names that everyone would know, right? So
it is, yeah. We deal directly with General Motors and Chrysler and other Tier 1 and Tier 2 companies. About 20% of our business comes from non-automotive companies, and we're trying to get into some other industries. We've got a couple of systems on display next week at the Gear Show up in Detroit, the Cobo Center. So we're looking forward to seeing how we can help other companies.
What types of other companies beyond automotive do you suspect you could be involved with soon?
You know, you could be in aerospace or construction or oil and gas, number of those that we're going to be in attendance.
Okay, so anybody that's in manufacturing that repetitive could use repetitive automated.
Sure, it doesn't necessarily have to be high volume, but that tends to be what people look at first to get into using robots.
Okay. So how would you say, you must have competitors, obviously, maybe not that many, but how do you differentiate your company, the services and the equipment you provide from your competition?
Sure. Being in business as long as we have been, we've got hundreds of designs that we can pull from. So if a customer has a problem or an issue, there's a good chance that we've already done exactly what they need or very close to it. So that helps to lessen the development time and cost, and it gives our customers assurance that we can do what they need to get done. And having a team of 75 employees dedicating to produce these solutions, we understand that they need to be robust. They need to operate 24/7 and have the systems delivered on time. and serviced by a team of highly trained and credentialed applications engineers. That's just really important.
Yeah, when robotics work great and eliminate some of the redundancy on the manufacturing process, it's great, but they've got to work, right?
They have to work. They have to work. But, it's not just about... we don't. Some people think that robots will take jobs away, and that's just not true.
Mm-hmm.
The repetitive nature of some of the manufacturing operations require more precision or added operations that a robot can do. And there's nothing more valuable than seeing a person that used to run one machine, put parts in and out all day long, now is running a series of machines and overseeing the automation. That's really encouraging.
That really is, and it's better work, quality work. The person doing the work appreciates, and it strips costs out of the manufacturing, which makes products cheaper for everyone. So, hey, if you're just tuning in, this is the Get Down to Business Playmaker Spotlight, brought to you in part by Vistage International, and we're talking to Patrick Bertsche, president of Matrix Design, once again. So, let's talk about. You said there were 75 employees, but I also understand that you're about to sign a number of great contracts that'll make you add a number of people coming up soon, huh?
That's true, but I can't talk about that yet because we haven't signed the document there. But we are looking at some great opportunities ahead and nationally and internationally.
And so you'll be looking for some employees. So you people out there with good credentials, well-qualified people, you want to give this company a look. Great place to work. So it's not your typical factory, a very clean environment, very computerized environment, all right?
It is, yeah. We've found that people that liked working with their hands and can, know their way around a toolbox and are intrigued by industrial robots, that's a good candidate for Matrix. And we've got we've got a full-time trainer. We've got a nice progression for people that work through the shop in different areas, mechanically, electrically, and they can grow into getting on the robot, teach pendant, and be able to operate the machines that way and eventually go out and install them and service them at our customers. So
you have what I'd consider a very good culture that's geared towards technology, and a lot of people are very engaged in what they do.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our culture comes out of our values and our expected behaviors, and we center those values around 6 statements. And they're as follows. 1 is we can do that, and we do it right. We do what we say. We do it better, and we do it together, and we do it for a greater purpose. And having so many technical people in our company, they love the challenges that our customers provide us. So seeing their ideas come together on paper, then built as a machine, which ends up coming to life, and then able to complete certain tasks, it's just very, very rewarding. So we all get excited about the process and the products, so the work lends itself well to being very rewarding and fulfilling.
So you see those behaviors manifest themselves on a daily basis from your employees, yeah?
We do. And we use that as part of the hiring process. So it's pretty tight in who we want to have on the team and making sure that all of those things are held true. So
you hire, recognize, and reward based on your value proposition that your employees really get.
Exactly. Exactly.
So talk to me a little bit about it's great, your culture. So what about change, though? You guys are still changing, right? Robotics is... It's been around for a while, but it's still a new technology that still people are getting their arms around. Yeah.
It has been, and it changed one thing in the company itself. There were 30 employees when we purchased it. It's up to 75 now.
Wow, in 2 years.
So in 2 years' time. So the amount of change that we've gone through as a company has been tremendous. But walking through each step of the process with the team, as long as you lay out a clear vision and have the next project that you're going to work on, you could be successful. People have really appreciated the type of things that we've done. And my role really is to give them the tools that they need to be successful.
So that's how you're managing change, and you're doing a damn good job of it, as I see here.
Well, thank you.
Good. So what is the vision for the company 3 years, if you can look that far, or 5 years down the road?
Robots today play a big role in the competitive landscape of manufacturing across the world. And if you're a manufacturing company that do not have robots in your shop, you need to start considering them now. It's not too late. So robot integrator like Matrix is there to help make that transition easy. So whether it's your first system or your 50th, we want them all to be successful. So building this kind of competitive advantage into our customers is extremely rewarding, and we want to be a big player in that.
No, your robotic technology is not cheap to come by, obviously. But so what is your typical customer profile? Like you deal with the big automotive companies. What's too small, perhaps, or what's the...
surprisingly, they're not that expensive. Costs of robots are coming down.
Oh, okay.
And it's a great thing to see. Typical return on investment would be less than 2 years. And it doesn't have to be a large system that we're installing. You can have one one machine tool that you want to integrate. And so it could be a small mom and pop shop all the way up to GM.
Well, I hope you manufacturers out there are hearing this. So why don't you start, manufacturers, by checking out the website. It's called GET, G-E-T Matrixed, G-E-T-M-A-T-R-I-X-E-D, getmatrix.com. And I'm afraid we're out of time, Patrick, but I certainly enjoyed having you. We're going to have you back on this show some point in the near future because this is a very interesting topic.
Thank you.
I think a lot of our people are very interested. So I'd like to thank, again, our listeners for tuning in. This has been the Playmaker Spotlight with your host, Dick Smith, the CEO, business coach, and award-winning chair for Vistage International. You can find me on LinkedIn or email me at dick.smith@vistagechair.com. And now stay tuned for more of My Friend and the Get Down to Business show with Shalom Klein.
One event.